My friends are honestly embarrassed for me when I bring you around, she said over sushi. So I paid for my half and never spoke to her again. Now her friends watch me do well while she can't keep anything together. I'm 27. I was dating Kenzie for about 10 months. We met through a coworker at a company barbecue. She was loud, fun, the kind of person who takes over a room when she walks in. I liked that about her at first. I'm quieter. I work in supply chain management. I go to the gym. I cook my own meals. I watch basketball. I'm not flashy. I don't wear designer clothes or post on social media. Kenzie was the opposite. Everything was about appearances. The right restaurant, the right shoes, the right friends. Her friend group was a rotation of girls who all worked in real estate or marketing, and every weekend was a brunch or a rooftop bar or a dinner that cost more than my electric bill. I went along with it because I wanted to make her happy. But every time I showed up to one of her friend events, something felt off. Her friend Jules would look me up and down like I'd walked into the wrong building. Another one, Britt, would make little comments. Oh, you're wearing that? Or, that's a bold choice for this place. I'd ignore it. Kenzie never defended me, not once. She'd just laugh it off or change the subject like it didn't happen. After a while, I started noticing Kenzie would tell me to change before we went out. You're not wearing those shoes, right? Or she'd buy me shirts I didn't ask for and get annoyed when I didn't wear them. I told her I dress the way I dress, and if that's a problem, we should talk about it. She said I was overreacting. I let it go. Shouldn't have. Then came the sushi dinner. It was a Thursday night. She picked the place, some trendy spot with $22 rolls and low lighting. We sat down, ordered, and she was on her phone for the first 10 minutes. Didn't look up, didn't talk, just scrolling. When she finally put the phone down, she had this expression like she'd been practicing what she was about to say. I need to talk to you about something. Okay, my friends are honestly embarrassed for me when I bring you around. They think I can do better. And honestly, I'm starting to agree with them. I set my chopsticks down. What exactly embarrasses them? You don't try. You show up in plain clothes, you barely talk, you don't drink the right things, you don't fit in with my circle. Jules said it's like I'm dating my uncle. Your friends said this to your face. They care about me. They see things I don't always see. And you agree with them. She shrugged. I just think you could put more effort into being the kind of guy someone like me should be with. I sat there for about 5 seconds. Then I flagged down the waiter, asked for a split check, paid my half in cash, left it on the table, stood up, and walked out. She called after me. Are you serious right now? I didn't turn around. I got in my car, drove home, and blocked her number before I even took off my jacket. She found ways to reach me, through the coworker, through Instagram DMs, through Britt, who apparently had my email from a group thread months ago. Every message was some version of, you're being ridiculous, or I was just being honest with you. I ignored all of it. 2 weeks later, my coworker told me Kenzie had been telling people I dumped her for no reason, that I was emotionally immature and couldn't handle honest feedback. Fine, let her say whatever she wants. A month after the breakup, I got a promotion, a real one. Senior logistics coordinator, $19,000 raise, my own office. I didn't post about it, didn't announce it, but word gets around. My coworker congratulated me at a team lunch, and someone posted a group photo. Kenzie saw it. She texted from a new number. Congrats on the promotion. I always knew you'd do great. I didn't respond. Around the same time, Kenzie's life started to slip. She lost her apartment because her roommate moved out and she couldn't cover rent alone. She bounced to Britt's place, then Jules's couch, then back to Britt's. Her job at a marketing firm laid her off in a round of cuts. She started posting vague quotes about loyalty and people showing their true colors. Jules and Britt stopped inviting her out once she couldn't split the tab at their restaurants anymore. Turns out being fun to be around only works when you can afford to keep up with the people around you. The mutual coworker told me Kenzie asked about me at a party last month. Is he seeing anyone? Does he ever talk about me? The answer to both was no. I wasn't seeing anyone, and I never mentioned her. Not because I was hurt, because there was nothing left to say. She told me to my face that her friends were embarrassed by me, that I wasn't the kind of guy she should be with, that I didn't try hard enough to fit into her world. So I stepped aside and let her find someone who did. Last I heard, she's on Britt's couch. I'm in my new office. I don't think about her at all.
At my son's birthday, my nephew opened my kid's present and shouted, "Mine now." Everyone laughed. Then Dad said, "Don't make a scene. It's just an iPhone." I hugged my kid. Sure. That night, I dangled her car keys. "Mine now." "Relax. It's just a car I pay for." My son Benji turned 12 last Saturday, and all he wanted was one thing. He'd been asking for an iPhone since September, doing extra chores, keeping his grades up, saving his allowance in a jar on his dresser labeled phone fund in his messy handwriting. I worked double shifts at the hospital for 3 months to afford it. Wrapped it myself in blue paper because blue is his favorite color. The party was at my parents' house because they have the bigger backyard. My sister Jolene brought her son Grady, who is 14, and has never been told no a single day in his life. Grady is the kind of kid who takes the biggest slice of cake before the birthday kid blows out the candles. And Jolene thinks it's adorable. Every family gathering is the same. Grady takes what he wants and Jolene laughs it off while my parents enable every second of it because Jolene is the golden child and Grady is the golden grandchild. When Benji sat down to open presents, his eyes went straight to the blue box. He knew. He picked it up carefully and started unwrapping it slowly, savoring every second. Before he could even get the paper off, Grady reached across the table and snatched it right out of his hands, ripped the rest of the wrapping off and held the iPhone box above his head. "Mine now," he shouted, grinning like he'd just scored a touchdown. The whole table laughed. My parents, my aunts, Jolene, everyone thought it was hilarious. Benji's face crumbled. His lips started trembling and he looked at me with eyes that shattered my heart. I stood up. "Grady, give that back right now." Jolene waved her hand. "Relax. He's just playing." "He's not playing. He took my son's birthday present." My dad walked over from the grill. "Don't make a scene. It's just an iPhone. You can get another one." Just an iPhone. 3 months of double shifts, missed dinners, aching feet, crying in my car during breaks because I was so exhausted. Just an iPhone. Something cold settled in my chest. "You're right," I said quietly. "It's just an iPhone." I knelt down next to Benji and hugged him tight. "I'm going to fix this," I whispered. "Trust me." He nodded against my shoulder even though tears were soaking through my shirt. I let Grady keep the phone. Jolene was beaming. My parents looked relieved the drama was over. We stayed another hour. I smiled, ate cake, and watched Grady set up the iPhone my son was supposed to be holding. The drive home was quiet. Benji stared out the window the whole time. "Mom, why didn't anyone help me?" "Because they don't think it matters, but it matters to me." That night I waited until 11 p.m., then drove back to my parents' house where Jolene's car sat in the driveway. She always stayed late drinking wine with my mom. But here's the thing about Jolene's car. I pay for it. 2 years ago she lost her job and couldn't make payments. She begged me to take over the loan. I've been making every payment since. The title is in my name. I walked up, pulled out my spare spare key and drove it home. Then I texted her, mine now, relax, it's just a car. My phone exploded. Jolene calling over and over, my dad calling, my mom calling. I answered on the 4th try. Bring my car back right now. Your car? Check the title. Check every payment for the last 2 years. That's my car. I need that car for work. And Benji needed that iPhone. Funny how taking someone's things only matters when it happens to you. My dad got on the phone. Bring the car back and stop acting like a child. It's just a car, Dad. Don't make a scene. Dead silence. Next morning, Jolene showed up with the iPhone box and tears streaming down her face. Here, take it. Just give me back my car. I opened the box. Already used. Grady's fingerprints everywhere. A wallpaper of Grady's face on the screen. This has been opened and used. So what? It still works. So does the car. I closed the door. She stood on my porch for 20 minutes. That afternoon, I bought Benji a brand new iPhone with my own money. Again. Then I sold Jolene's car for exactly what I owed on the loan. She found out 2 days later when she came back with the phone freshly factory reset. Where's my car? Sold it. Her face went white. You sold my car? My car. Used the money to cover what I'd been paying 2 years. Consider us even. My parents called me heartless. Jolene hasn't spoken to me since. But last night, Benji came downstairs holding his new iPhone and hugged me so tight I couldn't breathe. Thanks for being the only one who fights for me, Mom. That's all that matters.